You're still watching Joy News Prime. So let's do the second half of business. And the Secretary General of the Trades Union Congress, Dr. Yao Ban, has described the country's laws as not friendly to workers. He told George Wiafe it's about time some of these laws are reviewed.
Everything is going well. We are hoping tomorrow every worker will join in. There will be procession for Accra. There will be procession from Obrasport of Circle, Kwame Nkrumah Circle, and we walk to Black Star Square, where the president will address the parade. In the regions, similar processions will take place. So I urge all workers to join in wherever you are, and I wish all workers a very, very happy May Day.
Is there anything going to be different about today's celebration in terms of May Day? Being
yes, it's a bit different. You know, in the last 5 years or so, we have always gathered at a spot, and then we do the marching there and show our placards to whoever is there, whether the president or the vice or the regional minister. This time we are starting from one end to another. So in Accra we are starting from Obrasport, and we are ending at the Black Star Square, where we have invited the president to meet us to address us. So that's a bit different compared to the previous years. The idea is to get as many Ghanaians as possible to join the procession. Ghana, we are a civilized country, and anybody who wants to invest here must be ready to follow the laws and the rules governing employment.
You think that the laws are not protecting us very well?
No. Our laws are weak.
How do we get around the dog?
We have to review the law. You know, the current law was passed in 2003. We have implemented it for 2003, it's about 15 years now. And we have detected a number of weaknesses. We have already made a case at the National Tripartite Committee that the law has to be reviewed. The chairman of the committee has asked us to bring proposals. So we are going to submit proposals in a few weeks' time, because we started working on it in January. We will table it for us to start the process towards review. For example, in the mines, in 2018, from one day to the other, nearly 2,300 workers had their conditions of service worsened. Their permanent status as employee was changed to fixed-term contract. This should not be allowed. You know, it's not right. And you just needed Labor Department, some officer there to sign that, go ahead. That's not right. If you are going to change permanent contract to casual or fixed-term contract, and it's going to affect 2,000 people, I think you need somebody who is higher on the scale to say why. And the law says that when it happens and you want to declare redundancy because you want to reorganize or rearrange your business, you need to sit with the union to discuss how you can minimize the effect on the workers. The law in some part are quite protective, but in some areas, no. So we have to review it.
And when are we hoping that this review could see some face?
We will table it soon, hopefully because we are going to the ILC, International Labour Conference. That takes 2 weeks. As soon as we come back, it's going to engage us for the next half year. We are hoping that by the end of the year, we have tabled it, and hopefully it's in Parliament or something. The parliamentary processes are quite long, so we will do the best we can, make our proposals, send it to the minister, and we have already pointed out a number of things. The number one on our proposal is how to protect jobs. But at the same time, we have to make the law friendly for job creation, because you can't just protect the few who have decent jobs and leave the rest outside the gate.
Let's take a look at other stories. And financial house AFB Loans in its 2018 financial year recorded 51 million cedis as bad loans, with majority coming from the informal sector with little or no sustainable form of income. The problem stems from some service platforms introduced 2 years ago to enhance financial inclusion. Ebenezer Sabote reports people are simply not paying back their loans and going as far as changing their telephone lines.
AFB Ghana's quick loan solution showed impressive growth during 2018, reaching 1.8 million customers by end of a year. The company also witnessed a 349% growth in deposits from both individual and corporate customers. The company recorded a 17% profit after tax for the year, as well as adding about 1.8 million customers to its quick loan services. However, the rate of non-performing loans looks like a challenge for the company's innovative product on the mobile money platform. Chief Executive of AFB, Arnold Parker, in an interview with Joy Business, disclosed the company is taking steps to recover the funds.
Normal in the course of doing financial services, but what matters is how you contain it and how also what you do to recover. And 2018 we still were very profitable as a business, and we would continue to put in the necessary measures to make sure that the NPL numbers come down. Well, so the biggest portion of our defaults are coming from informal sector workers, people who would possibly have temporary jobs, but they still manage to get a loan, and then usually when there are no jobs, they're unable to repay. So that's where most of the defaults are coming from. But for salaried workers, for schools, usually the repayments are always on time and on point. Yeah.
He spoke after the company took its turn to address some shareholders, fund managers and the media at the Facts Behind the Figures series in Accra. Arnold Parker hinted that the company has contributed significantly to the Credit Reference Bureau in the country.
We have contributed close to 11 million loan records to the credit bureaus, and what that has done is that we've brought a lot more Ghanaians into the limelight for us to be able to understand what their creditworthiness is. Because if the credit bureaus is supposed to get loan records and a lot of institutions are not giving loans to individuals, that means that we wouldn't know how creditworthy people are. So through our process, we are now enabling a lot of people to be known and properly assessed by financial institutions.
AFB Ghana is a licensed financial services providing credits to individuals across public and private sectors, as well as supporting micro and small-scale entrepreneurs. Ebenezer Sabute's report for Joy Business.
Crude oil sold at $72.85 a barrel today. Take a look at how gold, cocoa and cotton traded today in commodity news. Get more news on myjoyonline.com/business. Thanks so much for your time. My name is Sandra Esinama. Do have